Namaste and crystal blessings to my earthly, celestial, and elemental soul tribe in this realm and beyond. And Nikki's back, not by the creek. Oops. It is just next to our house. And it's gonna get really rainy the next few days or the whole week. So I don't know if I can go back to the creek. But here I'm doing the video of the cards that I picked for our October month early this week. 3 decks from the Crystal Grid, Sacred Spirit, and this Goddess Dream. So that was card number 1, 2. So it goes like the sequence goes from left to right. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, whichever card that you picked. So these are the cards. Hope you can see it. For the Crystal Grid. This is Rebirth. Part number 1. Number 2 is Love. Sorry for the glare. And Soul Healing. Alright. If you can see it. That's our ZIGGYpoosh. ZIGGYpoosh. Okay, it's on the table. Okay, that's a glitch in the matrix. Okay, video bomb. Okay, that's ZIGGYpoosh. Maharaja ZIGGYpoosh. Alright, sorry for that. So delighted to have a kitty cat, photobombing. So, card number 1, as its rebirth. Okay, this card is, as you can see, this beautiful grid is made of menolite, or minolite, with morganite and aquamarine, quartz, and optical calcite. And there you can hear these Canadian geese, this geese colony that comes here during this time of the season. Oh, they're beautiful. They've been flying around, this whole week. Like I said, it's a bird paradise here. The avian beings here are, I'm just speechless. They're so, nature is, so alive and celebrating. So rebirth is metamorphosis, transformation, transmutation. Okay, if you have chosen this card, if the oracle has whispered to you, it's connected to you intuitively, and there's opportunity for growth. The card also tells you, connects to you and said that, don't become stuck in a situation, no matter what the situation or predicament you're in right now. Make a change. Don't be something you're not, or something where you're not supposed to be. So embrace change. Embrace the yin and yang energy, which this morganite and aquamarine pair is used to for this balancing of energies. So this is the card for rebirth. Time to transform, time for change. And rose quartz, of course, the card for love. You have rose quartz there, rose quartz generator and quartz. Okay, it's about self-love, creating a loving, harmonious environment, wherever that may be, your workplace, your home, your neighborhood, your family, friends, circle, anywhere. Self-love and self-care comes first. The card is telling you to reflect on beauty, not in a vanity way, not in a superficial way, but inward. Reflect how you feel inside, because what you reflect, you attract. So it comes from the heart space, as always. With love, you can never go wrong. Unconditional love from the heart chakra. So this card is for self-love, going and taking care of your holistic. I think if I do it this way, it'll straighten up. Can't see the cards right. So the third card for the first deck is Tangerine Quartz. Quartz and optical calcite. Okay, it's about soul healing, past life healing, past traumatic in this lifetime healing, fragmented soul healing, inner child healing. And when we do this inner healing, it sort of unleash our creativity with the raising of the Kundalini energy. But the healing comes first, which is very vital. And healing soul activities to release blockages and nurturing self. So if this card has whispered to you, it's time to go back and we can meditate upon, maybe things that we have forgotten that is still bothering us. So it's rebirth, love, and soul healing. This first deck. Oh, they're flying above me. Bless you all. Oh, this is just magnificent. And the second deck. Okay, the more celestial one, for your higher self and connecting to your spirit guides. So the first card is Third Eye Vision, Reclaim Your Mind, Astral Travel, Caution Needed, Open Intuition, Seek Clarification. If you've seen my past videos, these cards have come up multiple times. Okay, so there is a reason why we need this now. Third Eye Vision, Reclaim Your Mind. Okay, the crystal for this is iolite. Liberate your vulnerability. Reclaim your mind. Try to avoid crowds and busy places for the moment. And as collective, mental energy will influence your state of mind, because we know the collective is not in a very peaceful state. Everywhere, most places on earth, this beautiful realm at the moment is quite chaotic. So it's time to find your own sacred space and go within. And to get away from psychic debris, energetic distortions and imbalanced frequencies that can stick to our third eye chakra and to individual aura and energy bodies. Protect yourself from harsh criticism and personal judgment. Activate and decalcify your pineal gland through visualized meditation. If this card is whispered to you, it's time we reclaim our mind, go within. It's always about inner work, staying grounded and, connecting to ourselves, back to self. And the second card, Astral Travel, Caution Needed. So like I said before in my previous videos, for those who have not practiced astral travel like me, myself, or who have done that, at the moment, even if you're not practicing this, we are being bombarded with a lot of different frequencies. Okay, safe caution is needed. Observe your surroundings. You can't see it in the video, but nature is awesome. Okay, and so we know that we are in the war of frequencies. Okay, the emotions we feel the anxiety, the fear is collective. Sometimes it's not from us, it's from the collective, and it's also from those inorganic frequencies that's coming from the Wi-Fi and all these cell towers, predominantly, you know, so-called 5G and stuff like that. So they're just making their rounds. So it's very important. Okay, now it feels like we are traveling, you know, doing astral travel, even though we're not doing it, because there are a lot of different frequencies that's tapping into our own psyche. And it's very important for us to know where this where is our deep core, darkest emotions coming from. Is it ours, or is it being bombarded externally? Okay, so it is inevitable right now. And that is why it's crucial to observe the surroundings. Keep our spiritual radio tuned in to listen to unwanted interference. Keep our vibration high and alert our senses to unwanted energetic connections, because astral information and experiences are affected by fear-based thoughts. Okay, for those who have done astral travels, you know what I'm talking about. You know, if you're not protected, you know, if you're not guarded or guided, it is easy to tap into lower frequencies that can be scary at times. So because it is affected by fear-based thoughts and frequencies, so caution is required in all areas of communication. Okay, if this is the card that you chose and whispered to you, caution is needed. And is required in all areas of communication. And the third one is open intuition, seek clarification. This is to, again, doing our inner work, to connect to inner self, to look into our shadows, to heal, to connect to our higher selves, to use our intuition, to activate our third eye, our pineal gland, our high heart chakra, so open intuition, which can be vulnerable at times when we have activated it, and you know, so all these three cards kind of correlate. And this is for those who are going through shadow work and connecting to the other realms. Okay, be very, very cautious, because what we receive sometimes is not for our highest good, or for from a very high source. Is usually can be the lower frequencies that you know can show up as light energies or messages. So these are the three cards from the second deck. Reclaim your mind. Caution is needed. And seek clarification. For open intuition, because possible misinterpretation is possible. Okay? Because we are all intuitive beings. So with all this, we are practicing to connect to the higher realms. There's a lot of misinterpretations also going on with this spiritual movement. So be very mindful. And the third deck is from the Goddess Dream. First card is direction. Where are you heading? self-exploration, fairy tales and myths, and connection. We are all connected. Okay, this one I will read from the book because it's still new and I'm learning the goddess energy. It's a beautiful deck by Wendy Andrew, and I really highly recommend for you to connect to these cards. You know, beautiful artwork. So where are you heading? Rhiannon, the horse maiden and goddess of love, travels her path with courage and certainty. Her story tells of loss and burden, but with patience, compassion, and determination, she found her way back to a path of love. She knows the direction and travels it, overcoming the obstacles in her way. Rhiannon comes to ask you if you are certain of your path and the direction in which you are heading. With steady guidance, she encourages you to take a look backwards to see how far you have come and to look forwards at what lies ahead. Are you going the way you really want to go? If you could travel or take any path, which would it be? With birdsong all around her, birdsong, how appropriate. Yes, with birdsong all around her, Rhiannon may help you see the truth in your dreams and your bright way ahead. She rides with you now so that you may have the courage to write the path you dare to dream. When obstacles lie in your way, she gives you the strength to overcome them with courage. Oh yes, I got that one. Can't help but look just magnificent. You know, I'm speechless, okay, with our beautiful nature, and I'm so grateful. Beautiful. They may be back, you know, they're doing their circles, so she rides with you now so that you too may have the courage to write the path you dare to dream. When obstacles lie in your way, she gives you the strength to overcome them with courage, kindness, and patience. This is where they came. Are you carrying baggage from your past that is holding you back and weighing you down? Listen for her whisper. She may be imploring you to set it down. It has been carried long and far enough. Set it down gently now with a smile, and write your path with the courage and love in your heart, and Rhiannon will be riding with you. Affirmation: I let go of all that holds me back and am free to go in the direction of my dreams. I fill my heart with love for myself and all fellow beings. Okay, that's beautiful, Goddess Rhiannon. And our second card here, self-exploration. Let me see if I can picture them. I can't help it not showing them, you know. Oh gosh. I'm so grateful that, you know, there's a bit noise interruption there, but well, it's amazing, isn't it? So self-exploration, fairy tales and myths. Deep in the forest of your remembering, she comes. In stillness, she comes. In myth, fairy tale, and folklore, she comes. With stories of losing and finding, of depth and height, of loneliness and connection. Goddess encourages you to recall those stories of long ago and far away. They are as relevant now as they have always been. maybe more so. You might like to reread stories from your childhood or discover new, more myths, folklore stories, and fairy tales. See if they touch something deep within you that has lain forgotten all these years. Perhaps there is a message hidden there. Okay. Perhaps there is a message hidden there that might help with a current concern. Dig deep, for the message may be well buried. Persevere, and with badger's strength and determination to help you, much may be revealed. And you can see the beautiful badger here. So cute. Like music distantly heard, initially the notes come separately on the breeze. But as you get nearer, they unite to form a tune. So it is with myths and fairy tales as they take you into a voyage of self-discovery. Gradually, the symbols, paradigms, and archetypes come together to throw light on your areas of inner darkness. Bring healing to old wounds and connection to your inner self. Explore the area around where you live, the countryside, woodland, parks, rivers, lakes, and sea. Wherever you go, or wherever you are, the land and water will have a story to tell. Spend time seeing if you can hear the story that is being told. In hearing the story, you become one with it. Goddess is speaking to you through every tree, plant, mountain, valley, blade of grass, and droplet of water. Listen, listen. And Goddess now is talking through the birds, or dogs, or geese. And the affirmation, I can make the voyage of self-exploration through fairy tale, myth, and folklore. Okay, this is the self-exploration card if you have chosen this goddess. And the third goddess is connection. We are all connected. It's card 7. Okay, air, the breath of goddess, give us life. The swirling winds of divine breath move around the earth. They link all beings and carry within them the secrets of our ancestors and the sorrow and laughter of our fellow beings. If you pay attention to the air you breathe, you can begin to experience this connection. Spend time practicing breathing meditations. Sit quietly and become aware of your breath as it enters your nostrils. Let it slowly fill your lungs, then pause for a moment before gently, slowly breathing out. Feeling the air warm as it leaves your nostrils. Are you breathing the air, or is it the air breathing you? Let yourself experience the warmness. Send comfort to those fellow beings who are sorrowful and smile with those who are happy. We are all connected. We breathe the same air. If you are feeling weighed down with difficulties, sitting like an empty and receptive vessel can help you hear the message of Goddess. As she whispers the secrets of life, she may be softly heard in the stillness between breathing out and breathing in. Your stillness will be rewarded with clarity of vision and imagination. Goddess will lift you weightless on feathered currents, from where you may see life obstacles dissolve and blown away. Be aware of birds as they swoop and glide in the wind. Oh yes. Oh, I'm just so in awe, these messages, yes. Be aware of birds as they swoop and glide in the wind. They are borne aloft by Goddess, and they remind us that we all owe our life to her sweet breath. Affirmation. As you slowly breathe in, I inhale peace. As you slowly breathe out, I exhale worry. Okay, inhale peace and exhale worry. So I hope this is comforting for those who have picked this card, or the card whispered to you. Got the Goddess Dream deck. And yes, it's getting chillier. It was a little, not to say sunny, but you know, I could see some sunlight just now. But well, it's almost sunset now here in Östersund, Sweden. So you can see this beautiful autumn leaves behind me. So thank you very much for joining me in this oracle divination, and wishing you all the highest vibration of love, and hope this beautiful oracle decks have whispered to you, whichever that you've chosen. In Lakesh, namaste. Thank you for watching. Love you all.